and it's time to get out your skates and get them ready for the ice. The Rideau Canal will open tomorrow, and the National Capital Commission says it could stay open for up to 30 days this year. CBC's Sienna Choi went out to ask people about their thoughts on the news.
What's your reaction to the canal having an opening date?
It's pretty great to have it this early in the winter. I was just saying that I might skate to school on Monday because it's open. It'll be great.
Did you get out last year?
I did, and I'm from Winnipeg, so the ice was probably the worst I've ever skated on. There were potholes. I was trying to get through these big cracks in the ice, and I almost killed myself. But luckily, I made it through. I'm looking forward to what looks like better ice this year.
How do you feel about the canal opening tomorrow?
I'm so excited, and I'm just going over to City Hall right now to test out my skates to see if they need to be sharpened. I love the canal. I do the whole thing, so I hope the whole thing's open.
How long have you lived in Ottawa for? Or how many winters have you spent here?
Maybe 30 years or so, yeah.
And 2 years ago was the first year that it didn't open, so how did you cope with that?
I haven't skated on it for 2 years, and I've been having jibbies.
We have an opening date for the Rideau Canal Skateway. It's tomorrow. How are you feeling about that?
I'm pretty excited because I moved to Ottawa 2 years ago for university, and my first year here it didn't open at all. And then last year it was open just for a couple of days, so I did get to skate on it last year. But it's exciting that it's an even longer portion this year, and so I'm excited to see it.
Those were some Ottawans eager to help launch the Rideau Canal's 55th season tomorrow. But if you're eager to hit the ice sooner, like tonight, there is one rink that just opened at Rideau Hall. Alison Hamer helps organize public programming there, including the opening of the rink. She works with the Office of the Secretary to the Governor General, and she joins us now from Rideau Hall. Hello.
Hi, Kate. It's great to be with you.
Well, what time did the rink open?
We opened at 5 p.m. this evening, and we're open until 8:30. So really excited to have people on the grounds skating tonight.
All right. And how's it look this first hour?
It looks beautiful. I've been out on the ice myself for about 20 minutes skating with, 30 of my closest new friends. And we have some folks in our beautiful winter pavilion getting their skates on. It's a gorgeous moonlit night, some stars out, the lights out here, some music playing. Perfect weather for being out on the ice.
For those who don't know the rink, what does it look like in terms of how big is it? Is it or do you move around trees, or is it a rectangle? What are we looking at?
So a rectangle rink, fairly sizable with boards, and we're kind of situated in this nice wooded area of the grounds of Rideau Hall. So it's really a quintessential Canadian experience coming and skating in the woods, although you're not skating through trees as you might be in one of those wooded paths that you can go to out in the country. As I said, we have a beautiful winter pavilion here that's a restored heritage building with a wood stove in there. We've got a fire pit outside going and a beautiful lighting system that just makes it all very magical.
Oh, beautiful. Was there any drama around the opening time for this, with the canal being pushed back, or is this totally on schedule?
This is pretty much totally on schedule for us. So I was looking back at our dates from last year, and our opening weekend was the weekend of the 14th, I think, of January. So we're really pretty much right bang on time for what we would normally do.
So you were painting a pretty picturesque image there. Do you go out, tell me what your relationship is with the rink historically. Do you go year over year? Do you have some fond memories?
Oh, absolutely. So I've been working at Rideau Hall with the Office of the Governor General for about 11 years now. And one of my favorite things to do in the winter once it's open is to get out skating. I love to bring friends and family, people who have never been to this rink, maybe visitors to Ottawa. I remember bringing a friend from Australia once to come skating. And it's a really great place to enjoy some camaraderie in the winter. Get yourself out in the fresh air. Some of us struggle with the winter blues a little bit. And there's nothing better than getting out, being physically active to really help boost our mental health. So that's something that's really important to me. And I love seeing all of the people who come out onto the ice here. We tend to get, a lot of new skaters, people who might not be as familiar with, the Nordic climate of Canada. And this is really a perfect environment to do that because we're a bit of a hidden gem in the region. Not a ton of people know about us yet. And so when you come, it's usually a pretty calm environment and you can really just enjoy a nice, calm skate with the other folks who are out here.
So for those... Well, a couple questions for you. You mentioned bringing friends and family, and I'm wondering, because you work there, do you end up showing them more of the area? Do you walk around Rideau Hall?
Oh, absolutely. So the grounds of Rideau Hall are always open to the public, and that's a great place to go and visit with your friends and family. So they're open to the public from 8 a.m. until 1 hour before sunset. And we have a whole slew of ceremonial trees that have been planted by visiting dignitaries over the years. So you can go and find the tree planted by John F. Kennedy or Nelson Mandela. You can also bring your snowshoes or your cross-country skis and be out on the fields there. So that's the kind of thing that I like to do with my family if I can, and also take them into the residence. The residence is such a spectacular place. So what I always recommend my friends and family do is actually sign up for a guided tour. We have an incredible guide program here at Rideau Hall. And the guides have a wealth of knowledge and information. They can share all the tips and tricks and secrets of working for the Governor General's office and show you some really, really beautiful places inside. So taking a tour is something I always recommend, and it's free. You just have to make a reservation through our website, gg.ca.
Okay. What else do people need to know if they're coming tonight? Let's say they're wanting to come right now. They should bring their own skates, I presume.
Yes, absolutely. So perhaps if people are wondering about parking, you have to just park in the adjoining streets in the neighborhood. So there's no parking actually on the grounds of Rideau Hall. So just find a parking spot out on the streets. You walk in the Princess Gate, which is at the back end of the grounds. Bring your skates with you, your helmet if you want to wear one, and then you'll just follow the signs and the guides, and you'll find yourself at the Winter Pavilion where you can go in and put your skates on next to the wood stove, and then come on out and enjoy a few laps, and then head on back home.
And how long is the season open for?
So we aim to be open until March 2nd, and of course it's a naturally frozen rink, so we're at the whims of Mother Nature. And we would always post information about weather calls on our website, but also on our Rideau Hall social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, and X, so you can keep up to date on those methods. Okay, and just finally, I understand that at the start of next month, you'll have a winter celebration. What can people expect for that? Yes, so on Saturday, February 1st from 12:30 until 4 p.m., we have the annual winter celebration at Rideau Hall. This has been held for since the time of Adrian Clarkson. And we partner with a lot of the Nordic embassies as well as Indigenous organizations and local organizations to do a big festival all throughout the grounds and inside the residence. So people can come and participate in Finnish kick sledding or Austrian curling, and they can go inside the residence and do some fun activities there, hear some musical performances. It's really a wonderful celebration of international winter traditions and a great way to spend the day. Okay, well, thank you so much for this, Alison. Thank you, Kate. Have a great evening. Alison Hamer is with the Office of the Secretary to the Governor General, and you can find her this evening skating around at Rideau Hall.